We're here in Maribor for the Downhill World Cup, which is pretty much the premiere of downhill mountain bike racing. And I've come here with the idea to race, kind of for a bit of experience and for fun as well. World Cup downhill racing is really the pinnacle from my point of view. It's so gnarly, it's 100% commitment.
Just different line choice here.
I think in the start gate I'll be feeling pretty nervous. Definitely, yeah, there's a little bit of pressure and probably a few more people watching me than I had watching me last year. The track in Maribor, it's definitely intimidating. There's not much dirt left. It's a lot of roots, a lot of rocks, and pretty scary. There's a big rock garden kind of halfway down that I found pretty tough. And then my favourite part was the bottom. They made a new track. So they changed the line, put it through the woods and into fresh dirt, and that was awesome. So hopefully this year we have some more of those kind of new sections to ride. It's pretty exciting turning up here. It's like a circus or a festival, massive setups and big trucks, all the teams, and we're with the Specialized Gravity team, which is so cool. The three riders on the Specialized Gravity team, Chris, Finn and Loic, are like some of the best riders in the world. The track walk is interesting. It's something that we don't really do in enduro.
There's a landing. Like just here and then double into that big hole.
I mean, it took us maybe 2.5 hours today to walk a 3-minute track. So if you imagine in enduro, if we're racing 20 or 30 minutes, you know, that could be 20 hours of walking if you're walking at the speed we were today. So it's not possible, but it's really cool to see how these guys approach it.
Yeah, maybe you can go inside. Yeah.
They really look at everything like, there's a difference in, 5 centimeters from having your wheel here or having your wheel here, which isn't really something I've come across before. Usually we just ride what we see in front of us. They're so precise about their lines, which is really cool to learn that. I think my freeride skiing, the competitions that I've done in the past, actually helped me surprisingly with the Downhill World Cup. Makes it seem more manageable. Just think on what's the job at hand, how we're going to attack it, and try not to freak out. There's also the chance of getting selected for the New Zealand team for World Champs. There's probably a pool of like 8 Kiwi riders for the reserves. Hopefully with a good result in Maribor, I'll prove to the guys in New Zealand that I'm worthwhile with a spot. Feels a little bit weird there, but unfortunately I had a big crash riding here in Maribor about 2 days ago. Went over the handlebars at a really high speed section, following Brooke McDonald.
Yeah, we were just doing a bit of a Maribor shakedown. I was actually in front, so I didn't see it, but I just heard all this scraping along the ground, and I rolled down and I just hear him, he's like, and I was like, this is not good.
Injured my shoulder quite badly. Been taking a few days off the bike and working a lot with the physio, trying to rest up and work on the joint and free it up, but it's still pretty painful, so it's looking like I might not be able to race on the weekend, unfortunately. I'm pretty focused on the rest of the season, so I don't want to compromise the rest of the season by trying to come back too soon from this injury.
The 4-time world champion, Loic Bruni, then on track, Specialized Gravity rider. Didn't tie there, stays high on that big camber. Gets those bigs next to work, gets some power in. So, Collage's time surely is going to go. Here comes Loic Bruni, who goes fast there, 0.37 into the lead.
I think he might have done it. Really enjoying the days here in Maribor. It's been pretty cool spending time with the team, learning from the riders and the mechanics, what these guys are putting into their racing to get split-second advantage. And I think that's something hopefully I can take across to enduro and kind of figure out what I can do to get those little advantages on the enduro races. After here, we go to World Championships in 2 weeks, so we'll see how we feel. I'm not giving up on downhill yet. This crash is just a little hiccup, but I'm still keen to keep going with the downhill and keep coming back as much as I can.
Place from France for Specialized Gravity, it's Loic Bruni. La pete vista.